Hi Flosstube and welcome to my channel, Minigame Stitcher. Welcome to anyone that is new and welcome to any current subscriber. I hope you have a fantastic day today and I am so glad that you could join me in my video to watch it. Today it is Thursday the 4th of May, so May the 4th be with you. I don't stitch anything Star Wars sadly, so you won't be seeing anything about that from me. But I do have an update to give you. It is a little bit late, I know, but I had my reasons for it. So yeah, today might be a shorter video than usual because I have only worked on 6 different projects during April. So yeah, let's get straight into it, I believe. So I am a little bit disorganized today, even though it's just 6 projects, so please bear with me. Yes, and also we are in a new location because I thought this might help with lighting and, you know, all the things that are hard when making floss tubes. So yeah, anyway, let's get started. So the first one that I'm going to show you is Golf Player Watercolor. It's artwork by, or it's charted by Light Unicorn Designs on Etsy. This is what it's going to look like when it's finished. So it's a watercolor golf player. I haven't stitched much on this one this time, but here we are now. I don't think you will be able to see any difference, but I have basically just filled in some more hair, and like it's 64 stitches, so not much. There hasn't been much golf on TV, and honestly he had kind of the worst round of golf he had ever played, like in the PGA Tour, I think. So I was kind of demotivated to watch that weekend, to be honest. Okay, the next one I dropped on the floor. So the next one is Hollow Knight by Lorem Stitch on Etsy. This is what it's going to look like. So yeah, I am actually playing this game right now. I'm trying to finish it for once. I have come close but never actually done it, so I'm closer now than I ever was before. But anyway, this one is at 64.76% and I've stitched 3052 stitches during April, which basically means that I just continued down and filled in like, I would say 3 blocks more down. So yeah, and where this folding line is, like here, is actually the halfway in the pattern. So I am almost, no wait, I am done with 1 page and I am like 20 stitches or something away from being done with the 2nd page. So here it is now. This pattern only uses 9 colors, I believe. So yeah, I like it. Okay, next up is Zelda Twilight Princess by Needleminder Layer. Is this one. And this one, again, didn't stitch much on it. It was a case of, I don't know what to stitch on, let's just pick something. And then I didn't fill this pattern. So this pattern had, I have every data on my phone, I'm so sorry. This one got 90 stitches and it's at 21.59%, which basically is just like this light color here. That's what I've stitched. So is Zelda. And then I had a new start. This is Mini, A Cheeky Escape by Lucy Pittaway on Heaven and Earth Designs. It is retired, sadly, so you won't be able to get this, but Bothy Freds, I believe, has chartered some of her artwork. So you can still buy this, but as a kit from them. And the kit looks really good and it isn't too pricey, I would say. So yeah, you can still stitch it just in a kit instead. But here is what it's going to look like. And this is where I got to. So I started up in the sky, like being a good girl. Started here, got bored, started in on the clouds, went down with the clouds, and this is the start of one of the hot air balloons. So there we go. This one has 1,000 stitches, I believe. My phone keeps locking. I forgot to actually make it so it doesn't look. But this one, yeah, 1,023 stitches and is at 0.97% done, so almost a percent. So there we are, and this one is going to be quite large, as you can see. I believe it's 300 stitches squared or something like that. Okay, only 2 more. I told you this was going to be very, very short. Oh yeah, everything today is stitched 2/1 on 18 count Ada, and the one that was green, this one, is from Etsy. It's a printed Ada, but it's still 18 count. If you're interested in where exactly I got it, please let me know and I will happily tell you what it is. But yeah, and the 2 others are also on 18 count Ada. I think it is the count that suits me the most. Yeah. Anyway, when I got to this point in the month, I didn't know what to stitch on. I felt that no project called to me, so I told my husband that I have nothing to stitch on, and he said, well, you need to buy something new, perhaps, to get. And I said, thank you. And then I didn't, so I asked Becky Got Craft here on Flosstube, like, Becky, I have nothing to stitch on, what should I do? And she kindly picked out 2 patterns for me to stitch on, and one of them were Mini Me and Moo. You know, the one that I had a half row of crosses on with 0% but 1 thread in it? That one. This one. It is also by Lucy Pittaway, charted by Haid, and you can sadly not get this one. Not even as a kit. But here they are. Really cute, I think. And I kind of didn't want to put this away, so I continued to stitch. So this is where I got to. This is, hang on, this is 16,785 stitches, and it is now at 33.16%. So what I did was that I continued with the 820, the dark blue, and stitched all of that done. And I wanted to see some of the ombre effect, so I just continued and continued and continued. So with this one, I want to kind of talk about Pattern Keeper and mock-ups a little bit with this one, because in Pattern Keeper this image looks really perfect. Like every color blends in perfectly with each other. And the transitions between like blue and purple or purple or pink or pink and yellow are really, really slow. Like it's absolutely gorgeous. But as you can see, when it is stitched, it is quite clear lines. Like you can clearly see where the purple begins and where the pink begins and the yellow. There isn't any transition. But within each color, the transitions are really beautiful. So please bear that in mind, that I don't think that Pattern Keeper always are true to color. And it's something to really think about, that yeah, you can look at the mock-ups, but that won't be what you are going to stitch. It can be kind of giving you an idea, but that's not how it's going to look, because the colors are not correct. And I've also noticed that it's more prevalent in the next one I'm going to show you, but like black, for instance, in the mock-up, sometimes it can be more to the green side when there is a lot of green around the black. And when it's more brown around the black, it gets to be a bit more brown. So I think what Pattern Keeper does is that it's kind of blending into the colors around it. It kind of changes the hue a little bit, I believe. I might be wrong, but yeah, don't always trust your mock-ups, and that's really important to know. It can give you an idea, but it won't actually show you exactly how it's going to look. But with this one, I'm okay with how it looks. I'm completely fine. It looks better in real life than it does on camera, but yeah. I was really, really happy when I started to see the outlines of the cow. Right? Yeah. So, and in the end, I was kind of tired of stitching these types of stitches, so I just went in and did her bow. The rest of the pattern is all confetti. So the first third were really fast and really fun, and the two thirds that are left are not as fun and not as fast, but that's okay. So here we are, 33%. Okay, and the last one is the one that I'm stitching with Becky Got Craft. As mentioned before, we did actually have a Microsoft Teams meeting, which was really fun. It was 7 a.m. her time, poor girl, on a Saturday, and I asked her if she was really sure about that time, because she got to pick, and she said yeah. So she was really, really kind to get up at 7 a.m. on a Saturday morning to talk to me. It was 1 o'clock at my time, because we're some 6 hours away from each other, but it was really nice and lovely, and we had a really good time. So, but yeah, I felt kind of bad for her, like getting up at 7 a.m. Anyway, the piece that I was stitching on whilst I were talking to her was the little match girl from Heaven and Earth Designs. This is artwork by Yasmin Beckett Griffith, and here she is. And this one is the one that I am currently stitching on, so you won't be seeing just the April work on it. You will also be seeing what I've done so far in May. So here is where I am now, and last time you saw it, almost none of this black were stitched. So I've stitched all the black on this side and continued some on this side, I've also done orange up here and some orange here and here. I've also filled in here. This flame is new, and this eye is new, and this is new. It would have been easier to tell you what was there instead of what wasn't there. But I have stitched a lot on this, especially the last couple of days. So in April, I had stitched 3,154 stitches, and that was 7.51%. But then we add May, and with May I have stitched 6,926 stitches total for May and April so far, and that gives me 11.97%. So that's really great. Yeah. So really proud of that, to be honest. It doesn't look like it, but I've actually used up 2 skeins of 310 in this already. So yay. But like one of these eyes are like 400-500 stitches. So yeah, I believe I've stitched 5,000 stitches of black, which is about half of everything that has been stitched so far. And there is still 7,000 stitches left. If you hear anything, that's just my dog scratching herself under the table. So yeah, mini little match girl. And I believe I will continue with this one a bit more because I kind of find my groove with this one and really enjoy it. Okay, 2 things left before I am done. One of them is that in February I was shouted out by Nina Hobbysite, and I urge you all to go and watch that channel because she has so beautiful projects. Like, you cannot imagine, they are so beautiful, and she's started a couple of new ones that are just wow. Mostly full coverage stitches, such as I am, and if you like what is on my channel, I truly think you will like what is on her channel. So please go and watch Nina Hobbysite. Really great stitcher. And lastly, a couple of months ago, I won a giveaway from eCrafting in Colorado, and I got it. So I got this. This is a magnetic board, and I also got all the letters to spell floss. And when I got them, they were wood color, but I have painted them kind of a foresty green. And I also use this board for my needle minders. So I only use one needle minder at a time, so the rest is just sitting here, being all pretty. So yeah, and most of my needle minders, like everything except so, are from the Crafty Shield Maiden Nana here on Flosstube. So yeah, really like them, really pretty. And she also gifted me some other things. She gave me some charts, which are really pretty, with some scissors, measuring tape, and this one says made with love. So that's really pretty, thank you so much. And also like a needle case, I believe. The magnet was in here. So yeah, thank you very, very much. It was really kind of you to give that away, and I am really appreciative of being received it. So thank you. But yeah, that was everything for this time. Yeah, so I'm not much of giving life updates. My life is kind of boring. Nothing really happens. A lot happens, but nothing fun. So, yeah. Now my dog is going to bark in the window, so I believe that is time for me to say goodbye. So, goodbye. Happy stitching. Sorry about the weird ending. Hope you have a great time. I know that my May will be great. I don't have any plans, by the way. I know that if I say some plans out loud, even if I had some, I would not follow them. And yeah, it will make me lose my bug to have plans, basically. So instead of forcing myself to be monogamous or start everything or something like that, I won't. So yeah, kind of a boring Flosstuber. Sorry. But have a lovely, lovely day to you. So take care. Bye.